Howdy everybody, Big Fatty Plus here, and welcome back to the Big Man Plays Syberia. We last left off, we were having to assure a lot of people that we weren't going to out them for their little endeavor of winemaking. All in an effort to get some money and fix the thing so we can leave! But now we've got to deal with this. And remember the number that we had? Let me just, we had to use, let me see, it's, let me see, it's, yes, the number that was on here, we have to call that.
Welcome to the East Block Control Center. To start, press the number sign.
Okay.
If you are using the Haltenberg lock, press 1.
No.
If you are using the Morloff lock, press 2.
No.
If you are using the Koningpass lock, press 3. If you are using the Barrackstadt lock, press 4.
4, thank you.
To return to the last command, press the number sign.
My God, this is horrible shades when I have to wait online trying to deal with getting unemployment during the whole pandemic.
If you want to raise the water level, press 1. If you want to lower the water level, press 2. To return to the last command, press the number sign.
I would imagine 2.
You want to lower the water level in the Barrackstadt lock?
Yes.
To confirm your choice, press star. To return to the previous command, press the number sign.
Yes, I want to,
Your request has been logged. Unfortunately, our regional technician is currently on holiday, and no replacement is available. We will reply to your request within 48 hours. In case of an emergency, please operate the lock system manually. We apologize for delays to our service.
Ah! Oh, God. I hate it. Okay, this is why we have the key. This is exactly why we have the key. And what was it? It was, and... Yes, I did that. It was command 4-2. Anything else I need? No. Oh! I was doing it wrong. Are we done? Are we quite done here? Please tell me we're quite done here. Oh, there's another lock I have to... There's another freaking barge I have to open! Where is this? Where is it? Oh my God, I have to... Oh, sweet baby Jesus. I have to go and tell them. Instead of them just going, hey, boy, door is open, we go through. No, it's like I gotta go back and actually tell them the freaking thing's open. And then I have to put it back. Oh God, this is convoluted as hell. Why is it so convoluted? Why is it so convoluted? I swear to God. Hey, dummies!
Hey there, on the boat.
You schmuck!
Schöne Mademoiselle!
Guten
My
Tag!
husband say, Hello, young lady. You want to talk to us? Right, I've got it. I know now how the locks work. So guide your boat into the lock, and I'll take care of the mechanism.
Godverdomme. Das ist eine echte Ladies. Alle twee, range alle dingen en obligados de dame. Ach, zet content on surrupt again.
What did your husband say?
You, hurry up! We hurry to travel again.
Okay. We'll meet each other on the other side. By my train, okay?
Does anyone who speaks Russian or German know what he just said? Because I'm pretty goddamn sure that's not what he just said! I am pretty goddamn sure he did not just say what she just said he said. Because I'm pretty goddamn sure. I'm not going to... I'm not going to plug it into Google Translate. Because Google Translate ain't a one-for-one translation. It's kind of iffy. Sweet, merciful baby Jesus, I swear. He said ladies. I know he said something else. I'm going to look it up. I'm going to look it up and see if there's a walkthrough that explains what exactly he said to me so that I know he said something that he shouldn't have said. So I can be upset and yell at him. That's such a small boat. Where the hell do you even sleep? Okay, we'll do this again. Now I need to raise the water. I go... No. For 1 star. Because that will close the doors and raise the water so he can get through. Yeah, there's no room for a bed in there. Unless it's under deck. Any time now, please, would be awesome if you could just yes, let's get this mess on with, shall we? We save too, because you know. That would be prudent. Well, you can't. Oh! I've got to go. Can I cross through here? No, that's too low. Oh my Lord in heaven, help me. I gotta go get to the boat people there and say, hey, thank you. Could you help now? Could you still help me, please? It's getting very confa-frack-eluded. I'm gonna shoot me some birds here in a minute, I swear to God. Hey, how you doing? You schmucks, the both of you.
Hey there. On the boat.
Get their names, please.
Barge on other side. You still need us?
Yes. Yes, please.
It must be really neat to travel by river.
Oh, slechte boot. Eine vergete das Grund. Für mich, locker ist fantastica. Eine kleine Rot mit Usted, okay. You got.
Excuse me?
My husband say he like his barge and he not like your train. Too noisy. If you want to travel in tin can, you stay in tin can.
Sure.
That's not what he said at all. I'm pretty sure that's not what he said at all.
What do we do now to tie my train to the barge?
Mademoiselle Tak-Tak, loco coco mitchen.
What did your husband say?
You attach chain to train and chain put train with barge.
Hop, catch it some.
Alright, you old salty sea dog, could you just... Okay, decent throw. Oh, there it is. I was like, where the hell did it go?
If that's going to work, it looks like something's missing.
There's gotta be the only use for it. I wouldn't have put it on that! Those look like very delicate pipes! That's not what you're supposed to do, Kate! I swear to Jesus, Kate, if one of those pipes is integral into the locomotion of this train and you just had it bent, I'm going to slap the living tar out of you. I mean, seriously. I guess they put that wall there because it used to be part of a war zone. I'm just gonna guess. Oh my god, really?
Hello, Kate Walker here.
Miss Walker, this is Professor Pons. I'm about to start my lecture on the U-calls at any moment. Please make haste to come.
Okay, I'll give it my best.
Excellent. We'll be in the main lecture hall. See you soon.
Okay, I guess we're gonna go have ourselves a lecture now. Just what I wanted to hear, a fragging lecture. That's what I wanted. Just, I'm about ready to leave. Nah! You get a lecture now! I didn't want a lecture. I didn't want a goddamn lecture. But I guess it's vital and integral to the story that I sit there and listen to some old dude's boring lecture on whatever the God's name I'm going to be listening to. Of course, it's a good thing she's got that cell phone and it's got a good battery. I mean, looks like a goddamn Nokia, so probably has a battery that lasts until infinitum. I mean, good lord, those Nokias are... I don't know, it's like someone mentioned there was a Nokia they found inside concrete that was still working. I mean, you couldn't get it out because it was in concrete, but it still worked. And I'm like, I don't know if it was true or not, but, you know, being that those bricks are nigh indestructible, I would guess. I mean, you know, they were the brick. They were the brick. They were a bulletproof vest when you needed. They were anti-theft device when you needed. They were a bludgeoning implement when you needed. You had to charge them maybe once a year, depending on how much you used it. They don't make phones like that no more. Oh, no, they don't make it. Now I gotta charge my phone every goddamn day. Then you have to worry about the battery bulging out. And you can't change the battery. Oh, no, because those are built in now. Oh, you had to go buy a new goddamn phone. Where's the, where's his lecture? Where the hell's his lecture? Where's this lecture? Wait, is this it? Is this the lecture hall? Where's your lecture hall, man?
No
Nope.
point. It's locked.
Okay, where the hell's the lecture? Where's the hell's the lecture hall? Okay, walk through. Where is the lecture hall? Is it upstairs? No, those look like they're, that looks like they're barricades, so I can't go up there. Maybe I go up this way? There's no clear directions where I need to go for this stupid lecture hall. Could you bound up them steps just a bit quicker, Kate?
Ah, there you
there
are,
you go.
Miss Walker. Good, good.
Oh,
Take a seat quickly. I'm impatient to start my lesson.
Oh my god. Sure, why not? Yeah, we'll just, I'm just gonna find, just pick a spot anywhere. It don't matter. Just find a spot and sit. Oh, right there. Perfect.
My young friends, a very exciting discovery, unimaginable up until only a few hours ago, has come into my hands and has finally allowed me to complete my study on the mysterious Yukol people. Lights, please.
Don't you dare tell me I gotta
Yukos are
operate this.
people
Oh, thank
from the
God.
far north about whom very little is known. They live far away, very far away, on the frozen borders of Syberia. This distance and the climatic conditions of the region, which are unfavorable to human existence, have limited the size of the Yukol population and kept it out of reach of the scientific world. The handful of slides that follow are actually the only documentation we have in our possession. It was a Russian explorer who made these drawings and took these photographs 100 or so years ago. Today, we owe what we know about the Yukol people and their culture to him. We know that the origins of the Yukols date back to the last ice age. Curiously, evidence of their presence has been found in Western Europe, and more precisely in the prehistoric caves at the heart of the Alps. This people, it seems, undertook a long migration over centuries towards the far north of the globe. The reasons for this migration are due to the importance of the mammoth in their craft, trade, and culture. They used them for transportation and as beasts of burden. The mammoth brought them meat, skins, fat, and ivory. Man and animal lived in symbiosis. There's no doubt about it. Mammoths started to drift away from the region due to changing climatic conditions, and the Yukols followed them to the north, to the edges of Syberia. Prehistoric cave drawings, identified as Yukol in origin, first led me to the extraordinary hypothesis that the Yukols had managed to domesticate the mammoth. They are, to the best of our knowledge, the only prehistoric people to represent a man riding a mammoth. Today, because of this genuine mammoth skin effigy, identified by myself as an authentic Neolithic object, I can confirm this hypothesis. Yukol forebears managed to tame mammoths. Prehistoric man uses little imagination. He draws what he sees and represents scenes from real life. This familiar day-to-day object is actually a children's toy. As we have seen, Yukol existence was inextricably linked to that of the mammoth. They used their skin for clothing and to make the roofs and walls of their houses. They used the tusks to build the frameworks of their homes, as well as weapons, tools, and jewelry. Curiously, the disappearance of the mammoth 12,000 years ago had no immediate effect on the Yukol's way of life. It seemed that for a long time after, the people maintained their strong bond with the mammoth through the centuries. As incredible as it may seem, the Yukol people have continued right up until the start of this century to feed themselves on mammoth meat and to use the skin for clothing and shelter. Their ivory craftwork industry is still flourishing. It would appear that to preserve ancestral customs, the Yukols learned how to exploit through the centuries the large number of frozen mammoth carcasses that were perfectly preserved in the ice of the Siberian tundra. They have been able to live mainly off this enormous freezer stock for almost 30 centuries. As plausible as this explanation may seem, it seems it is not enough for the scientific community who, I will confess, is greatly perplexed by the question. In the absence of acceptable scientific evidence, we have to make do with Yukol shaman artifacts. The research department that I have the honor to represent today lends no credence to the myths and legends that these tribal charlatans peddle. We have to take their stories at face value, mere tales to while away the long Siberian winter. The legend of the Siberian ice ark is a very good example. You are invited to find out for yourselves from the pamphlet that I had passed around to you. This legend would have us believe that today, somewhere on a lost island to the north of Syberia, there are living mammoths still in existence, a sort of hangover from the Ice Age. This small herd has been miraculously preserved for more than 120 centuries by the Yukol's tender care. and the island on which the pachyderms are said to live is called Syberia. My friends, I advise you to resist the temptation you may have to believe in this pish and tish. The island of Syberia is not charted on any map, and the idea that mammoths have survived to the 21st century is an idle scientist's pipe dream. The Yugols were sadly among the first victims of the colonization of continental Siberia led by the Russians in the 20th century. The Kolkhoz and Sovkhoz systems, as well as the exploitation, disdain, and humiliation people had to suffer, marked a definitive break in the Yugols' traditional lifestyle. Since the collapse of the communist regime, the Yukol population finds itself confronted with the same political and social upheavals that other Siberian communities are experiencing. There are two consequences to arise from this. Some Yugols have lost their tribal identity and have integrated into the Russian population. Others, however, have sought long and hard to re-establish links with their ancestral culture that was lost under the Soviet regime. Now, at the start of the 21st century, the last true surviving Yugols have gone to live on the vast territories of their ancestors. Nobody knows today where they live or how they survived. Their very existence would be a matter for speculation if they did not turn up periodically at the tundra's most isolated fur trading posts to exchange mammoth tusks for essential items. There ends my lecture for today.
Oh, thank God.
Thank you for being among us today, Miss Walker. Please make your way to the laboratory where you will find your mammoth doll. There are also photocopies of my lectures should you so require them.
Any time now, game? You were nice enough to let everyone leave before you did. Okay. I would have been... Okay. Hey, my dude! Everybody done left! They done left! He is out like a friggin' light. He is out. My dude is out like a light. He is like, I'm tired. You know what? I fully agree. I felt like I was in school. I was just sitting there browsing Twitter on my phone. I'm like, this man won't shut up for nothing. Shut up, text. None of that. Absolutely none of that was going to be pertinent to the story in any recent amount of time. I'm gonna tell you. That was. There was no need for that. There was no need for that. None. There was no need whatsoever for that whole thing. Okay, give me back my goddamn freaking my doll, thank you. I'll take your pamphlet too, I might as well read them. If that's an entire written form of your lecture, I will not read it. The Legend of the Ivory Ark. The last ice age ended when the planet warmed up. The sudden climatic God dang, I'm still sleepy. I'm completely slurring my words. The sudden climatic change threatened the existence of many animal species, including mammoths inhabiting the far northern Siberian wastes. It is said that the Yukol peoples decided to follow Noah's example and build an enormous ark to try and preserve the mammoth's existence. They lived in symbiosis with the pachyderm, which was at the heart of their religious worship. The ship was constructed entirely from mammoth tusks. A small herd of mammoths was installed on board with enormous quantities of fodder. Control of the ship was entrusted to a handful of particularly intrepid Yukol clans. Their mission was to take the animals to other lands with pastures more befitting their survival. One day, 50 summers later, as legend would have it, the Ark returned to its starting point. The Yukols were astonished to find nobody aboard apart from the carcasses of several mammoths perfectly preserved in the ice encasing the ship. The clansmen believed this was a mysterious sign from their gods, and they ate the mammoths in a memorable feast. You ate 50-year-old dead frozen mammoths Also, my man, I'd like to encourage you on not putting your coffee on your pamphlets. He bound. He used the good binding for all of 2 pages of text. Sorry, allergies again. 1 week later, the Ark set sail once more, carried away by the currents. Again, it returned half a century later with no soul on board, except more well-preserved frozen mammoth carcasses. This mystery continued for a millennia. Each time, the surprisingly well-preserved mammoths appearing out of nowhere. The Yukols interpreted this phenomenon as a benevolent offering from their dead companions who were believed to have perished on the Ark's first voyage in some horrendous maritime cataclysm. It is believed that their souls had found eternal rest on a mythical island that the shaman named Syberia. The island of Syberia? Oh, Lord. They constructed a whole religion around this belief with rites and customs punctuated by the periodic appearances of the famine ship and its precious cargo. For centuries, nothing changed the Ark's mysterious cycle. Only the size of the mammoths changed, reducing imperceptibly over time. Until one day, 100 years or so ago, the Ark returned earlier than expected. It was empty. The Yukols were dumbfounded and utterly confused. The spirits of their ancestors had forsaken them. Everything they had believed in, that had been the bedrock of their culture since the very depths of time, had now lost all meaning. The most fanatical believers noted that the frequency of appearances had in fact increased and maintained that there was still hope as long as the Ark continued its return journeys from the unknown. Some elder Yukols boasted having seen it several times, but thenceforth, each time the white ship returned, it only offered the empty shell to the despairing eyes of the surviving Yukols. The belief became superstition, and reality became legend. So basically, do I have to talk to him anymore? Please don't tell me I have to talk to him anymore. Good. I don't have to talk to his butt no more. I'm leaving. I ain't getting no more freaking annoying lectures. I ain't in school again. God dang it. So, we got our stuff. We're going to go back to the train, get it wound up, and head our butt somewhere else. I have no idea where. Where the hell are we going? What is that little voice cylinder going to say? And, is any of the mess that guy said in his lecture going to be at all important to this game? Find out next time on The Big Man Plays Syberia. Till then, it's Big Fatty Plus. Sayonara. And I swear to God, I don't ever want to hear another goddamn lecture again. I almost fell asleep looking at my phone. I was so tired. And I fell asleep in school. So why would I want to listen to lectures? Why would I want to listen to lectures again? That's just ridiculous.